Namaskar. Welcome to Dr. Rao's Temple of Learning. This is your YouTube channel, Spiritual Management Course. Today we are discussing part 2 of the Small Independent Discourse number 24, that is 24B, entitled as Scientific Religion and Religious Science, a Eastern Approach of Spiritual Management. Yes, this is Dr. A.P. Rao, Vice President, Telecom Division, HPLI Private Limited, MIDC Ranjangaon, Pune, Maharashtra, India. The summary of part 1 says we have started from ignition of the sun, the origin, then evolution of life on the earth for billions of years, and finally merger of everything, that is human extinction and earth's too. We have seen that everything originates from nature and finally merges into nature by itself. And there is a fresh start of nature's new cycle. For the sake of simple understanding, from emergence to merger, we have explained the evolution at various stages as religion, then philosophy, then sciences, from sciences, basic science, applied science, and management science, then engineering and technology, then parascience and spiritual science, and finally applied spirituality and spiritual management. This way, we have seen the development. And then we have introduced the term ancient spiritual and esoteric principles of nature in the part 1 of the discourse. And now let us see a few examples of ancient spiritual and esoteric principles. The law of mentalism. This natural law says the all is mind and the universe is mental. This natural law governs all mental and physical actions and phenomena. It is known to be the basic cause of life and death. This is a universal law that says everything we see and experience in our physical world has its origin in the invisible or mental world. For example, hypnotized state of mind is the example of mentalism. The principle of correspondence. This law states that patterns repeat throughout the universe. On a personal level, our reality is a mirror of what's happening inside us at that moment. Therefore, my spiritual management course suggests that whatever you have given or you give will only come back to you as a boomerang. Another natural principle is that of vibration. Everything, that is, every atom or object and living thing, is in constant motion, vibrating at a specific frequency. This frequency is called as vibrational energy. For example, the human body's vibrational frequency is generally known to be about 3 to 17 Hz. According to the international standard ISO 2631, discovered by the science, for vertical vibration of the human body is determined to be between 6 Hz to 8 Hz. The spiritual management approach says that there is no solidity in the universe. The matter is also energy in vibrational mode. This is another spiritual law. Polarity. Everything has two poles, the opposites as good and evil, love and hate, attraction and disconnection, etc. Everything in the universe has an opposite. For example, if you go vertically up, will finally reach to the starting point at the end. In Eastern mythology, there is a story of a robber Daku named Valya who became Saint Valmiki and written Ramayana scripture in Satyuga. This also indicates that opposite poles exist in everything in the nature. The principle of gender. Gender is in everything. Gender manifests on all planes. The masculine and feminine exist in all the things. Every male has feminine energy and every female has masculine energy. The principle of rhythm. Rhythm simply means a movement marked by the regulated succession of strong and weak elements or of opposites. The nature is never stopping and always changing. This principle of rhythm controls the cycle of life and death, creation and destruction, rise and fall, and of course manifests in our mental states too. The spiritual management approach says that even in a simple pendulum, when goes to the right, actually collects the energy to move back to the left and vice versa. So rhythmic nature is a natural law. The principle of cause and effect. Cause and effect refers to a relationship between two phenomena in which one phenomena is the reason behind the other. Something happened by chance or by fluke is just our unknowingness about the matter and the law. The best example of this law of nature is the recent problem of global warming. The global warming is the outcome of human industrial and deforestation activities. And for this problem, the present generation is not responsible since they have not done it. But the ill effects of industrial development and the deforestation activity is seen to produce the ill effects on the new generation. It is to be noted that the management theories and principles of management science, for example, TQM, Six Sigma, or Kaizen, are the management strategies derived from ancient esoteric laws for the better efficiency in the work. So management science could be developed because of following the esoteric principles only. Are really the science and religion is in conflict? Why most of the scientists believe in deity or destiny or some superpower, of course, off the record? What should we do now? The spiritual management approach and the course says we must correlate and use science and technology's development to understand the religion as a scientific fact. This sort of spiritual management in Eastern philosophy, understand that there is no single creator of the world outside, but a process of development. And later, there is the process of merger in which everything will diminish. It is to be noted that our conscious experience is more directly correlated with certain physical processes within our brain. The spiritual management says that in some sense there exists a physical world and our conscious experiences are either part of it or else are correlated with it. As per scientific community, the external physical world seems to be thoroughly quantum mechanical. And as per the Eastern mystic or spiritual scientists, presence of consciousness in the space is also a quantum mechanical nature. That's all for this part. Thank you very much for your patient hearing. We shall discuss the analysis in details in part 3 of the discourse to understand the term scientific religion and religious science as a part of my spiritual management course.